Dowse, another good test against a top Football League side. What did you make of the performance tonight?
Great again. You can't complain at that. I thought we created some good chances in the first half. To be honest, they come little half chances, and Dan Wilkes has come in and apologised at half time because he said it was his mistake for the goal. I couldn't see that, but I thought it started before that with a defensive back pass I did, and we're just a little. I think the players good. I think the players are getting there. We've got Charlie to come into that. We've got Wally to come into that. We've got Luke Allen to come into that. So we have. We're delighted to sign the centre forward David. I thought he was really good again tonight, and it was always about fitness this week. But the club's bought into it. It's 4,000 people here today, which is great. Some top performance. I thought Tom Bonner was the best player on the pitch. To be honest, I thought he was outstanding. And Connor's a season through and all. And some of our lads were cramping up, of course. And when he got put, they tried to start, and the kids come on, which are great again, and done very well. Especially a lad up top, I thought done very well. It did. And I'm pleased with tonight's work. It's always going to be a tough week because of the opposition what we're playing against. But I thought it was better on Saturday. To be honest, I thought we played some good stuff and had a couple of little chances. And it was only a really defensive mistake. And I'm delighted the keeper's made a mistake because he doesn't make many, to be honest. Wilkes, he doesn't make very many. So let's get it out in the pre-season now. So I do have it now in Bath City, to be honest. But I think the signs are very good going forward. I think we're a bit short on players, just a squad, that's all. And when the second wave of players come in the next 2 weeks, I'll sharpen things up again. But a lot of good performance from our lads, to be honest. And this year we've got Charlie will be back Saturday, Wally will be back Saturday, Luke Allen could be back. So the competition for places gets a bit more fierce, and people coming on will improve as well. And some of us worked very hard tonight. Got still 90 minutes, which is early because we've only been having a few training sessions. But I've got to be pleased against Leeds here. Very good side, and we didn't make many changes. Good manager there and a good football club, and we didn't make many changes, and we made more than them changes wise. So we're obviously going to look a bit looser in the second half, if you like. But like I say, when we're playing football in the right areas, we've got people on the ball like Mertz and Sammy. When we look pretty good, young Sam's done well, by the way. He's got to get a mention from the academy lad. He's done never so well. He doesn't look out of place at all. He's playing against top players, and fair play to him. He comes along as a good young man.
Yeah. If we talk about the midfield three as such, in the first half especially, they managed to cut through the Millwall team with ease at times. You've got to be pleased with how they're getting together.
Oh no, great. And you get people like Mertz on the ball. Sammy just wants to get on the ball, and we want him on the ball. So I had Mertz sitting because I think on Saturday we played him a bit high up a pitch and we didn't get the ball to him. So we said if he sits in front of the back four and gets it, we'll play more and all that, And I thought we'd done that very well, and the full backs got out at the right times, and a lot to be positive about, But the two centre halves are good, there's not many better parents than them in the league, and good old pros and all. And Tom Bonner, who's been great since I've been here, to be honest. I thought he was our best player by a million miles, and that says something because there's a lot of good performances out there. David up top again, delighted to sign him. He looks sharp, and I'm not saying against lesser opposition because Millwall's a top side and played their first team, and which is fantastic, and we're pleased about that. But to hold but Owen is only I can't do anything with the second goal, can we? We can't do anything about a 25-yard smash in the top corner. That shows a quality. But the first half, the only disappointment was the mistake we let it go, and I think the goalkeeper has held his hands up and all right. We should have done better in areas, but it's fine. So I'm delighted how it is, and it was all about fitness. We'll train very hard on Thursday. We'll probably change it a bit on Saturday. Then we'll see what we're like with 3 weeks to go, and we'll add to what we've got. And we have got targets which we can't get yet because of Football League. People need them, if you like. So I'm not that where we are. So it's a trust thing, really. A lot of people's been helping us at the club, and I've settled in quite well. I'm enjoying my job as well, and all we've got to do is make sure it's a successful football club and a good season.
Yeah, it was a bit more of a settled side tonight, with less changes than what it was on Saturday. Did you learn a bit more today about the different shape and different tactics?
Yeah, of course, I learn all the time, and yes, it was. I think it's. Listen, we need Charlton Football Club, and I think a fantastic club, and under 23s play here, but because we had to play an hour, half an hour behind closed doors, a little kickabout, if you like. I had to have a lot of players around there, so it was too busy. Today it wasn't so busy. It was we only made a couple of changes, and and if you think about Saturday, we'll be stronger again with the lads I just mentioned come back in this side, and hopefully it's signing and all in the week, hopefully, and so we can't go from there, to be honest, so it's just a bit more stronger. So when people come on, it's a strong side, and people come off, and and then what we've got to do with 2 weeks to go, we've got to make sure everybody's on a bit of threat about their place. If we do that, and we've kept a good bulk of the lads we wanted to keep from last season, who were done well, and so I'm pleased about. I'm really pleased that Christian done well and all, left back, he's done fine. Wint's done well, except for a little mistake. The goalkeeper has one of the best up there. Just a mistake, that's all it is. Let's get the mistakes out of the way now in pre-season, and we'll work on the training ground on Thursday to improve it. So that's what I'll be doing. I want to get my boots back on now and train them, and we'll go through it on Thursday, little mistakes we'll make, and we'll go on the training ground working, because we've got to improve the team and we've got to improve every individual player. The only way you're going to do that is on the training ground. That's what we'll do. But the work ethic's there. The players who are here want to play for a football club as well. I want to manage a football club as well, so we're all here trying to do what's best for Dartford, and I'm sure we will do.
You mentioned David, new signing. Can you tell us a bit about him?
Great. Like, I was going to sign when I was at working. Got recommended by Johnny Ems then, and I get on well with the Crawley manager. I got on well with MG as well. So I get and it was recommended to her. You know, he went to Hastings and scored a lot of goals, and he's fit now. He's strong now, and I think he's impressed everybody in the last 2 games. The lads like him. His movement's good. Obviously against the opposition what's played, it's going to be a bit difficult to get chances, but once we get him chances, and we'll create chances the next couple of weeks, he'll score them. And plus we've got Big Wally coming back into that, and Charlie as well, so and Dan of course, and who's obviously got a clump on the head, and but he's alright, he's fine. Once we get these people fit, and that's all it was. Like the last week I knew these 2 games what they would bring. All it was to get fit, but again, Cameron's come on, done quite well as well, and these young kids are coming on and getting better. And like you see, it wasn't open like it was Saturday. It wasn't they're going to score 5, 6 and 7 like it was Saturday, because we made only a few changes, and Sam's played 90 minutes there, then he was just playing for the first time I seen him was playing for our under 19s or 19s I think it was, in the cup final. He done well there, but there's more to come from a young kid. I like that. He looks after his mum. He does. He does. He looks after. He's very family oriented. So he looks after his mum by himself really, and his brother. And so he's a great young kid. Get him in there with Mertz. Get him in there with Sam. And I want to get Luke Allen in there as well, because he'll be a goal threat. So and I don't think it's going to be a problem with goals, because we have got goal threats around the team. It's just creating chances against the better sides. We've found a little bit difficult in the last 2 games. But when we come on Saturday and when we come the next couple of weeks, we'll create chances and we'll score goals.
We now return to National League opposition. We've got Bromley, Barnet, Bournemouth. What different challenges are you expecting from those type of teams? Yeah,
they'll be on with more. Like the teams will be a bit more like all of them on the conference where they're a bit more direct. So I don't think they'll pass it away in the quality what these teams have done, even though the top quality sides, the 3 teams you mentioned, and a league higher than us. But I think the gap will be a bit shorter. They'll go back to front quicker, and it'll be a more test on centre halves' heads and things like that. There'll be a lot more turnaround made back 4 and all the rest of it. So, but we'll look forward to it. I think it's going to be a good test, and starting with Bromley, and some of the lads have got to get their legs back. I will make a couple of changes Saturday, because I think the lads need to breathe a little bit, because they haven't had that much long pre-season, because they've got in the playoffs and they had to wait a new manager coming in. They didn't know what they were doing, and it's coming quite quick to them. Not to me, it hasn't. So the players have come back fit and they've come back in good shape. We just got to keep on work rate as part of our game, and they'll do it well. And like you say, that's how 3 or 4 lads, 5 or 6 lads got through 90 minutes, no problem tonight. Compared to other clubs, they might have to do a bit more than us on that department. Our lads are quite fit, to be honest, so I'm quite hopeful of that. And different challenges, different things. So it was a hard start of pre-season for us. One at Charlton first game, Millwall second, 3 conference sides. Quick, I'll be sacked by pre-season. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. So I looked at the fixtures, thought, cheers, but that's what we're here for. It doesn't matter anything. There'll be ups and downs in the next couple of weeks. The only thing that matters, we get a side out who's going to compete well against Bath City.